They're just opinions, so don't take it personally. Just because we don't like it, you can still be happy. Enjoy what you like, you're an adult. Yeah. BWN Productions, mask plus props and costume work. If you want a monster name, contact BWN Productions. Fast custom shirts, hundreds of t-shirts, all at reasonable prices. If you need custom work, contact Fast Custom Shirts. Grab a cold one and get ready for the show. It's intended for mature audiences because we kid and joke. Boy God is here and so is Tom and Joe.
My screen glitched the fuck out. Let's hope we're still here.
Well, at least BOYGOB is here.
So it's Tom and Joe.
Hey.
Fucks.
Hey, what's up, Tom?
Joe, the sky. But besides that shit, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Sure is. Whoa.
Everywhere except Texas.
Yeah, I guess so. They've been having some snow and stuff here and there, but, you know, most of those places don't even matter.
In Texas? There's been snow?
Other parts of the U.S. of A.
Thanks to fucking Trump, there ain't been no powder either.
Nope.
Fucking prick.
Just blowing it into the sea. You know, those fish are having a good time, though.
You're telling me cocaine shark is real? Oh my goblin. Oh, Joe, if there's one thing I learned about cocaine shark right now, it's more relevant today than the time it was made.
Yep. So the consensus is you can go swimming, or not swimming, fishing in those waters and come up with a cocaine shark or a cocaine Nemo or something like that. Eat it up and you'll get all cocained out. But the thing is, if you go fishing in those waters, chances are they're going to blow the fuck out of you. So
make sure you are extremely white.
Yeah.
And you're flying an American flag and fucking
MAGA.
Yeah, I was trying to think of what it was called. Oh man. Over the hill juggalos, I tell you. Yeah, so you went off and did some shit, right? This was a past weekend was a convention weekend.
Yeah, I went out to Horror for the Holidays again. Went and stayed at old Max's place, got caught up with him and the kids, and next day went and did the convention, Tom, in Austin, Texas. And it's a good one, but this, you could tell it was a bit slower this time, maybe because they're trying to make it more like a convention, and I guess with that comes a higher price to get in, you know. So people don't have money, fuck it, you know, they decide, nah, you know, we'll stay home. But luckily the people that did show up were spending some money. I'm very thankful to them for coming out here. I noticed that at this show, you know, I always take movies and books. This show, I sell more books than any other show that I do. And like in Houston, I tend to sell more movies.
Austin hipsters.
Yeah. So yeah, you know, had a good time and then made the drive back. And now got to do some cleaning at that shop, Tom. Got to get some shit organized, you know.
Yeah, I've been having to do that for months. One of these days.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's been a couple of years that, but now it's like, I almost fall down like once a day now. So, yeah, I got to move some shit around so I'm not just tripping over stuff.
Well, if there's one thing about you that I know, Joe, it's when you get knocked down, you get up again.
True.
Nothing's ever going to keep you down.
No, they don't call me Danny Boy for nothing.
They don't.
Mm.
So this started out as like a market, like a
Yeah, this was a market in a bar, and it was open to the public.
free, or am I misunderstanding that?
Free. Yeah, it was free, and I've been doing it since the very first year, I think. Yeah, and it's just grown and grown and grown. But I don't know. Maybe growth is not an entirely good thing. It may have run the course because Austin's a weird city, man. Austin has never really supported horror, like that. So
like you think they would because
right.
of fucking Leatherface and
Mm-hmm. So I think there you can only go so far before it's like, hey, that's it. This is as big as we can take this because this city sucks, and it does. I don't particularly like Austin,
What I appreciate now, like when we were bitching about Austin years ago, we'd straight up tell you, hey, they're not letting you know there's fucking hobos everywhere. Like crazy ass, I don't give a fuck hobos. But ever since the fucking comedy people have come to Austin, it's been like more prevalent than woo, Hobo City. You can go to that comedy club, but watch your asshole, bud.
Yeah, so we went and hung out with our old buddy Craig from Paul Bearer Press. Went to his shop. He's got a bar and grill next door, so we went and ate there, and then we went to go check out his shop. But they've got a culvert, like kind of like a ditch, and a little small bridge where like trolls would live. But the thing is, the homeless have kicked out the trolls, and there's like a whole little fucking, I don't know, like coven or I don't know what would you call like a gaggle of fucking bums living down there, and it's not very safe, Yeah. Those homeless, they like to do the drugs whenever they can get the money for them,
Who doesn't?
Yeah, yeah. Well, shit, yeah. But I gotta work too, so I like showers, things like that. It's like, yeah, it seems like the ideal life. No, it doesn't at all.
Yeah, it I mean, to each their own. It's sad for sure. I don't know what to say, but that's the thing they didn't used to fucking tell you about us. Like, oh, it's this fucking great place. Come down here with your fucking pink hair, be weird, and oh, okay.
Yeah,
All these goofy people live here just because they're gonna tolerate this.
and I used to like when people would come around to the shop, I would give them shirts or whatever. But if you come around and you're looking like fucking high as a kite, and fucked up and even a little bit aggressive, you're not getting shit from me. And that's the difference, between a lot of the homeless before and the unhoused, as they like to call them, maybe in places like Austin, and let's just ignore the problem and give it a fucking nice name. And yeah, it's some weird shit, man.
Yeah, and you always you hear, oh, if you could just build we're gonna build a community of fucking bubble sheds, and that'll get them back. Well, man, I hope you got like counselors and social workers and shit there. Otherwise, it's gonna turn into District 9, dog.
Yeah. The potty boys on the chat corrected me right when I said that, saying housing deprived. Yes, yeah. Okay, yeah, and there's places like here in Dallas. They're trying, they're in downtown. There's a bit of homeless there as well, but they're like people are buying like old buildings and trying to make what did I read? It was called like bed communities where they'll just turn like how like in Sisu, how you go in the train and there's fucking beds, or like on a tour bus. They're trying to do that to buildings, but you can't fill up a building with homeless like that. That shit's not gonna work. that's gonna, they're gonna take over that shit, and there's gonna be nothing you can do.
Oh yeah, it'll be like fucking the Judge Dredd movie where it was the raid.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks. It's not a good situation for anybody, especially the fucking people living through it. But what the fuck can you say? But hey, man, if you come across somebody, especially fucking this holiday season, and you can afford it, I mean, it's just getting harder and harder now because who the fuck has cash on them?
There's that.
Especially like that. Like I'll see somebody at the road, I'll try and scraggle through whatever change I have, just try and pick out the silver quick because we're moving in traffic and she was like, oh sorry, here, this is all I have. It feels like a lot, but it's really just like 35 cents. I'm
All
like,
right.
sorry, dude. Yeah, times are a change. I've heard people go, "Oh, I got a fucking Cash App or whatever." They haven't said that to me personally, but God bless them for fucking having that shit. I don't know if it's this famed Obama phone I heard about, but I don't know.
Yeah, shit's fucked.
But hey, man, at least they got them. They could stay connected and shit. I don't know. It's just it's a shitty situation that could probably happen to anybody with some bad luck.
Yeah, I always say like at least most of us that are like middle class or whatever, or at least a month, 2 bad months away from being in a situation like that ourselves. Hopefully, we'd handle it better and not just start doing fucking meth. But who knows? When you're that depressed and that down, that might
Yeah,
be do.
that's the thing. You can get just so sad where you're just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna keep doing this, and this is fucking terrific.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I,
So yeah, everybody has their vices and shit. It's just it's sad. So hey, maybe pull out $20 from the old ATM and then go to the convenience store. Maybe buy yourself a Fifth Avenue. And when you get the change back, maybe ask for some fives and some singles just to have on you. Maybe. I don't know. It's your
or
fucking life.
go in there with that $20. I think you can still get a 12 pack for under 20 if you buy anything fancy. And on your way out, when that guy asks you for like some change, just give him a beer. Then you've done your part.
They're gonna spend the money on it anyways.
Yeah,
Yeah. It sucks. I don't know what to fucking say, but nothing you guys don't know. Oh shit. Speaking of drinking, I went to the doctor today
Oh shit.
for the old hands and the foot pain and shit. Ah, you stick on this medicine a few more months. We'll see what happens. If it doesn't work, we'll try this other shit that'll fucking turn your sperm to nuclear sludge and it'll kill any fetus that you might be growing inside of your wife from it. It's like, well, I don't know if I wanna. What? What? Yeah, let's just try what we're on for a little bit. Give it a little more time before it turned my fucking nuts nuclear. Crazy modern medicine. We're here to help. And then we were just like talking, no questions. Like, oh, you drink? Yeah. Well, how much? Trying to think. Maybe around 15, 20 a week, being kind of concerned. She's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And I was just like, hey, if it's a show, that could be in the night. She was just like, hey, well, drinking in your 20s isn't like drinking in your 40s. I was like, oh, yeah, I know. You try and cut back, if I haven't been. I'm trying to use my idiotic charm. She ain't having it. She's like younger than me too, so it's weird. It's just like, bitch, I know about drinking through the years. I don't think you do. Let me tell you what's up.
Yeah, like the last, I mean, it's been a while, obviously, and whatever. But yeah, the last time the doctor asked me is like, how much do you drink when you drink? I said, oh, I drink to excess. I drink until there ain't shit to drink anymore.
Then if I'm able to get some more, I might drink that too.
Yeah. Uber's a great thing, Doc.
Now they just deliver it to you.
Yeah, it's fucking great.
But yeah, she was looking at it, it's like, oh, well, your liver seems fine for now. I was like, oh, I'll fix that. Didn't find it cute.
This week.
Yeah. Oh, but so there's still nothing for that. So, all right, well, your hands could hurt, or your hands might not hurt, but you're going to shoot Jason loads. So, what do you want to do? Have hills have eyes, baby? Hands might still hurt, not as much. So there was that. And then I was scrolling on Facebook Marketplace like not a couple months ago, maybe like 2 weeks or so ago. I just had the hair up my ass. Is there any mannequins in the area? And somebody had like 5 kid mannequins for $200. I was just like, yeah, maybe that's a good deal because it's like fucking 80, $90 to get one of those little toddler ones shit. Yeah, man, I ain't do shit about it. And then fucking it just popped into my head. I was like, oh, I wonder if they still have those. Now they're $120. Well, fuck, this must be a sign. So I went over there, picked the mannequins. I was like, oh yeah, they look good and sturdy, heavy things. They all come with stands. So I gave the gentleman his $120, loaded the back of the Explorer up with naked child mannequins, headless naked child mannequins, and head home. Shout out to Corey and Johnny for coming with just to make sure I wasn't going to get fucked in the butt by this stranger who was selling child mannequins on the internet, you see.
I'm glad you have these child mannequins. Anything to prevent you from going after a real kid.
So I get them in the arms and shit are magnetic, so it's like kind of guessing which one it has to go with because they're all in slightly different poses. And then you put the arms on, and one of them's like this, one of them's like this, and they're all in goofy ass poses, and they're a little heavier and a little bigger than I wanted. But, you take a fucking saw to them, a little bit of duct tape and some fiberglass. You pose them how you want, and we'll see how it goes. I just like that little skull death guy that I made. Like that size was pretty good for that piece. But these are like maybe a foot taller. So we'll see how it is. You can still definitely make them trick or treaters and shit, but it's just, I'm not sure if it'll have that good look and the appeal that just that little guy had. But hopefully somebody out there wants me to make them a trick or treater out of one of these fucking mannequins and hit me up. I'll give you a good deal so I can buy the mannequin I actually want for my personal piece. Otherwise, I'll just cotton hill the motherfucker, hack the fucking knees off, fiberglass the fucking feet to the shins or whatever, or cut the shins off and fiberglass the feet to the fucking kneecaps, cut the fucking arms down a little bit, and there you go. We'll see. But yeah, that was a hell of a deal that I was just like, yeah, I should buy these, even if they're sitting there for a month or a couple years, just to fucking have them there to spend more money on than just have them sit there and not sell. Fuck!
Yeah.
That's what I do. I have these ideas, Joe, and I'm just like, oh shit, yeah, that's a good price. I can get that now, and I'll never use it. And
Hey, you roll the dice, you take your chance, though, right? Hey, but you got to win sometime.
Sometime. That roto casting machine's still sitting there unused. I used it once when I was trying to do that fucking blow mold that I completely fucking failed at. I put it in the fucking thing. So you have one axis that spins like this, and then one axis that spins like this, and it's at the same time. And then it has two boards that come down, and that's what you kind of use to lock it in place and hold the mold in there. And you got to do it fast because you're pouring this plastic, and then you got to screw this fucking mold together, put it in the fucking thing, and get that shit spinning before all the plastic kicks off. So I'm fucking doing it. I'm just like, hell yeah, I'm getting all these fucking screws in there. We're good to go. Let's go. All right, turn it, spin, shot the fuck right out of the thing, slid across the table. And then I said, well, that's not going to work. And this was probably the wrong fucking plastic to use. And thinking about it more, I think blow molds are made that way for a reason, and there might be a reason that nobody has replicated a DIY blow mold yet. Even after that, I tinted some fiberglass resin and just put a thin layer. Like I ripped a fiberglass sheet in half because it's two pieces pressed together to make a sheet. So I had that thin piece and just made kind of a shell, tinted it a little with some dye. It's still fucking bullshit. So unless anybody out there wants to get me like fucking $27,000 and the know-how on how to make metal molds, I think the old blow mold trying to do that shit is gonna have to sit on the back burner for a little bit. Then I was looking at like, surely they have terrific fucking clear resins that fucking, are great now. It's been fucking years since I looked. No, now it's all epoxy resin and it has to sit overnight. Not overnight, it has to sit for 24 hours. So that fucking sucks. So if you want a crystal clear piece, you got to have that shit set for 24 hours. Well, then how is there all this clear garbage on store shelves everywhere? You're telling me they fucking ran 200 molds, waited 24 hours, and then came back, popped them out, and did that's fucking crazy. There has to be 5-minute epoxy. Maybe that'll work, but you wouldn't have I don't know if you'd have as much time as you would need to get all the air bubbles out. Plus, it's fucking thick. It has a high viscosity, you see, Joe, and you need something with a low viscosity so it can get in all the crevices and have less air bubbles. And I haven't found shit yet. One's like, oh yeah, it'll set in 4 hours. It'll still be tacky, but
It's the crooks and crannies, as we say in the Play-Doh world.
fuck, or the English muffin world, the Thomas English muffin world. See, little known fact, before old Thomas got into the mass game, made a English muffin or two, mate. Enough of this.
We'll get to the intricacies of maybe old England a little later, Tom.
All right, then. Before we get to merry old England, how about we talk about New Zealand, maybe? Or are they a bunch of Kiwis? I don't know. You talked about this one before. The Rule of Jenny Pin. You remember this one?
I do.
I watched it. Started out pretty good. Then they fucked a pig. There's a lot of stuff to like about this movie. There's a lot of stuff to not like about this movie. The fucking performances by the two leads are great. Sure, John Lithgow fucking loses his accent a couple times here and there, but that's crazy that he's doing it the whole fucking way, and it's pretty fucking funny. But the shit of this guy just, oh, I've been here for decades, so I know the ins and outs of everything and how to get away with everything. And nah, somebody at this fucking place would have been like, what the fuck? This is crazy. Something's fucked up, and that guy would have been in jail. So it's nice that the movie wasn't as miserable as I thought it was going to be. However, it is a very miserable movie about getting old and how horrible it is. Just not as much as I thought. It was okay. It was okay. You remember what you thought about this pig fucking piece of shit, Joe?
I thought it was great, and it will definitely be making a list. Yeah, I mean, you got to suspend some disbelief because he gets away with a lot of shit, but there's a lot of bad shit that goes on in nursing homes. You know,
No, I understand, but to this level,
yeah, well, not to that level, of course, but I mean, like the fucking slasher movies and everything. There's people that go around slashing, but not to that level. You know, it's very rare that it happens, but shit does happen. You'll hear like, oh, this person was abusing fucking people here and there for 28 years, and nothing ever happened. Now he's dead, and now people are talking. It's not as far-fetched as it would seem. Maybe, in this day and age, yes, there's cameras everywhere and shit like that, but even in places where there's cameras, people get away with horrendous fucking shit. But yeah, I was really lost in those performances. Both fucking Jeffrey Rush and John Lithgow just kicked all kinds of ass in this thing. Yeah, he's such a prick. He's such a fucking prick. It's pretty great. And not like Jeffrey Rush's character is real likable either. He's just like, well, wait a minute, here's this prick that's getting picked on, or trying to make a stand and getting fucked over. Yeah, I dig it.
that's good, Joe. That's real good. You and those fucking people at Shudder.
Boom, boom.
Yeah, it wasn't terrible. It's just at a certain point, it's just like, all right, are there just no employees here? Are they all fucking blind? This lady's clearly fucking raped. The guy's saying, hey, no, that guy didn't do anything. It will, oh no, but they're all crazy. And old crazy Jimmy or whatever the fuck his name was is the innocent. I was like, okay, at a certain point it goes a little and then it fucking ends two times before it actually ends. It was just like, just let him die on the fucking floor because he didn't have his inhaler. That's the ending. But then no, it goes on again. It ends, and then it goes on again, and then ends. So yeah, the fucking false endings can jump in a fucking lake. He should have died on the floor.
Good false ending. Fucking can't get enough of it.
You and the false finishes, I swear. You and your squared circle days.
Fucking Motorhead. Yeah.
Yep. Triple H and such, huh? Joe. Oh, never mind.
I also watched a 2025 blockbuster. This one is called Warfare. Have you heard of it?
Have I made? No, maybe? I don't think so.
It was on a couple of lists I looked up, and just because I don't know what's come out in 2025 that I would want to watch.
I did. I'm gay.
Yeah. So fucking this one is directed, I think it's directed by Alex Garland, and I've liked all his shit. His shit's been pretty good.
What is his shit?
Oh, I don't know, Tom.
I never heard of the guy.
But this is a war movie, right? He had just done Civil War last year.
That A24 movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
In fact, A24 loves this guy. Man, see, you had to ask me. I had a whole list in my head. Now I fucking forgot them all. The one about the robot. Shit, what was that called? I don't know. Well, anyway, so Warfare, Tom. Now, the gimmick on this one, because it's a true story, but it's gimmick. It's like this is all, taken from the memories of the people that live there. So it's just based on memory. Well, isn't any true story based on somebody's memories? If you fucking somebody writes a biography, isn't that based on their memories and how they fucking interpreted things or what they remember or what they. So that was fucking stupid. And this is what is it? Iran, Afghanistan, one of those fucking wars where they're in the desert, and these guys are patrolling the street, and they break into somebody's house at night so they can set up a little sniper area, so they can snipe somebody and see if like these people are dealing arms or whatever. So that's fucked, that they fucking take this whole family and you can get the fuck out of state. We're gonna keep you in the basement. Shut the fuck up, because we're Americans and we're gonna do some America shit. And those enemy forces that are on their own land in their own country. I don't know how you can call them enemy forces, but they retaliate, and the rest of the movie is about these guys just trying to get out of this little fucking stone home or whatever, this like Afghan apartment complex, some shit. But the movie just rolls into shit, and it doesn't really give you anything about any of these characters, so you don't give a fuck. You don't. All right, they're in a bad situation, I guess, and this is based on their memories. Okay, what am I supposed to care about here, or who am I supposed to like? I know some of them survived because this is based on their memories, and they shared this shit with somebody, right? So let's see. Some of them get blown the fuck up, and they're screaming in pain, and other ones are like kind of scared, and yeah, they eventually get out of there. There's just no. I didn't feel any tension. I didn't feel any excitement. I didn't feel anything for any of this. This was a big fucking disappointment, I don't remember if I put it on the list or not. Maybe I already had too much shit on the list. But yeah, this is not good. Not good at all. Warfare, whatever. Civil War was great. Do more shit like that, Alex Garland. Give us some fucking some of your like dystopian, like crazy fucking science fiction infused shit. This, let's take it to the memory of reality shit. Did not work for me at all. And if you put this on one of your best of lists, it's because you read it on somebody else's best of list and think you have to agree with it like some kind of prick. You don't. When something sucks, it's okay to say it sucks and disagree with the consensus.
I can't wait to see his Spider-Man movie next year. It'll be pretty good. Well, Joe, are you a fan of Mad Magazine? You're an old fuck.
Oh, yeah, I was going to watch that. Huh. Yeah, I liked Mad Magazine when I was like in middle school. Thought it was pretty funny, Old Don Martin and Al Jaffe, and the boys.
And the girl.
And the girl.
And the girl. So what the fuck was this called? Something like When We Were Mad, When We Went Mad, something, something funny like was in the magazine back then. So this tells the story of Mad Magazine, or the Bill Gaines era of Mad Magazine, more specifically.
Okay, so it's not about.
We'll get to that, Joe.
All right.
So it starts out talking about Bill Gaines' dad and how he died, and old Bill Gaines turned the company around to fucking make it comics people would want to read. And then he made Tales from the Crypt, and Dr. Worthing came and said, "Oh, not no more comics for you."
Hmm.
And then they made, excuse me?
Because they were seducing innocent stuff.
They were, Joe. They were. And then fucking 40 years later, they made the Tales from the Crypt show, and everybody shot cum everywhere, and everyone lived happily ever after. Now, that's the story of William Gaines that I've heard in a few documentaries, and it always stops there. Tales from the Crypt was fucking shut down. They couldn't make horror comics, and then all this time later, everyone loved it. But after Tales from the Crypt, it says, "Oh, well, I guess we're going to make this funny book now." So then they make this funny book that's satire, that's lampooning everything. It's not just this side or that side. We're making fun of everything. So we talk to the artists, we talk to the people who wrote for it. They all talk about William Gaines and what it was like working there. And then William Gaines died. DC sold it. There was a TV show, and then they stopped printing it after that Quentin Tarantino movie. Okay, bye. So the meat of it is the William Gaines era. It's like one of these documentaries where they focus the majority on one thing, and after that thing happens, okay, this, and this, and it's over.
Well, that sounds lazy as fuck. Because the thing is, with the William Gaines shit, that's been like studied to death. There's like a shitload of books. There's already a lot of documentaries about William Gaines. So, I mean, when it was still in comic book format, Mad Magazine, it was pretty much spoofing comic books. You know, they had like Super Duper Man and shit like
And they
that.
brought that up.
Yeah. But then when it after Tales from the Crypt, and that was pretty much the only thing they still had that was profitable. You know, they went more towards the magazine market, and yeah, they captured a fucking audience. It was huge shit for them, you know. But so they didn't talk to like Sergio Aragones, you know.
No, they did.
Did okay, and Al Jaffe. I don't even know if he's still alive.
But that's just, you know what that's all the Williams Gaines era.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Even after they sold it to whoever and he was still working there doing everything.
Yeah.
They focus on all of that. But as soon as he dies, all right, we sold it to DC. There's a TV show. Like I said, it's just okay, this, maybe like 7 minutes of wrap up and shit of what happened after. And it's just like, well, no, you got to kind of explore that shit a little more too. I know it's not a fucking like examination of the TV show, but the TV show was pretty big, bigger than the fucking magazine for some people. They didn't talk about like imitators like Cracked and shit. Like that's something you have to go into and no. Well, why did it suck? How did it suck? How did it change working for DC now?
Did they talk about the board game?
Uh, I can't remember. They talk about the movie a little bit.
The Up the Academy movie?
Yeah. And how that sucked, I guess. Yeah, I mean it's okay. Patton Oswalt wasn't in it, so that was nice. They talked to other talking heads, Quincy Toronto, what's his name? Bryan Cranston's in it. Judd Kevin Smith is not in it. So I mean, they had restraint when they made. Jack Davis was in it. I could have swore he was dead, but
Yeah, he's got to be dead.
Gilbert Godfrey's in it too. So Maybe, Joe. Who knows when they shot all this shit?
Yeah.
It's well made for what it is. Just don't expect an in-depth, all-encompassing documentary. It's just Howie Mandel going like "Ooh zabba wabba" or whatever the fuck stupid shit was in the fucking thing. I don't know.
Maybe
I read crack, Joe.
like an 8-hour, what me memories or something,
Yeah, I'm sure if they come out with a Blu-ray, there's gonna be and fucking 28 hours of bonus footage interviews, uncut, you dickhead. Like the fucking Jason documentaries. Yeah, I need fucking 7-hour interview with the girl who got fucking roasted in a sleeping bag and whatever the fuck movie that one happened in.
Take that, doctor. Continuing my odyssey of 2025, and I watched one that you've already talked about, and one that you cared for quite a bit, and this was called We App. Have you heard of We Appens?
Fuck yeah.
Oh yeah, there was that one particular. Okay, well, so this starts out, with like a kid doing a narration, on one night and whatever, blah blah blah.
How did it sound though?
This teacher came to her classroom, and and the thing is, it ends, it tells you like all these kids disappeared, and then it says, and they were never seen again. Well, that's some bullshit, and we'll get to that. But okay, so yeah, this movie does one of these 4-story structures where it follows these events that happen, and we're gonna have each person focused here, and we're gonna.
Well, I mean, that's because it's smart.
They're gonna see their stories intersect.
Ooh.
And one of them's this cop that he's just a bumbling fool of an asshole. One of them's a kid, that like he's the only kid that wasn't abducted from the classroom.
Well, you can't say who wasn't abducted, who disappeared.
Disappeared.
And to be fair, the kids really weren't abducted.
Right, yeah, you're right. I put a spell on you.
And now you're mad. This guy in the Wooga Booga Monsters, huh?
And then another one's a teacher played by Julia Garner, the Silver Surferess.
Wolfman.
Yeah, and then another one's this unhoused individual, and how all their stories intersect because there's a witch, Tom, that comes to live with her son.
Well, they don't know that yet.
Or whatever, but she's a witch. We know that from the beginning because everybody shared pictures of her online. Oh, I love this character, blah blah blah. Yeah, I don't know. She's fucking not doing too good, this witch. She's got some health problems, you see. And she's gone to this doctor and that doctor, and they told, hey, you're drinking too much. Here, take this pill and come on your hand. And like none of that's working, so she figures, well, let me go get my son and his bride and try to steal their essence or something. Well, that's not working either. So she has to weapons some kids, Tom. And that means at night they run with their arms like they're flying,
I mean, I don't like how it sounds like you're mocking this fucking brilliant film, Joe.
Okay, and then everybody's trying to figure out, well, what happened to them, and they're blaming this teacher, that's like, hey, you know something, you dumb bitch, and that's not me. That's what the characters in the thing say. But all she wants to do is be a drunk bitch, she just wants to get drunk and screw. whoever, whatever, because she's like dissatisfied with her life. This is the first role that I've ever seen that it works for this actress. Like, she really sold this, and I can believe her in this role.
What about fucking We Are What We Are?
I never saw the American version of that. Yeah, so anyway, eventually, they find out, oh, this witch has all these kids in the basement, because she can do some magic with sticks,
She cries out for it.
And do some magic with sticks. And she can make people like poke themselves. Essentially, she can turn you into a weapon, Tom. She breaks a stick, you're her weapon. You'll attack whoever she sees. I don't know. I don't know how the magic works, Tom, but yeah, there's a weapon. You know this because at one point there's an AK-47 floating above the house.
That was so deep.
That was fucking funny. It's like, what?
Why? How are you laughing at this movie?
They never go back to that.
No, they don't, Joe.
I did not hate this movie, but I didn't love it either. I just thought it was, this is all right, but I don't know. One thing I do like is we were talking about how like adults like, well, fuck it, we're going through a bad time. Let's just do drugs, or let's just end our lives or whatever. The thing with this is like this one kid that's suffering through so much shit. It brought to mind like all these kids like that are in a fucking war area that they end up surviving like for months on their own after everybody around them has died. And, kids don't have enough fucking, I don't know, they haven't lived enough to be fucking depressed about everything and realize, hey, fuck this, and give up on it all. They just kind of keep on going. So I thought that was a good, that's pretty realistic, even though the whole situation is just, witchcraft and, fantasy type shit. Like I said, I like Julia Garner. I did not like the resolution to it all, to how this kid just like, well, fuck it, I can do magic too, and uses her own tricks against her. It'd have been better to me if like a coven of bitches would have showed up and hey, you're fucking exposing us to the world, you dumb, abducting all these kids, and they would have taken her out. But I don't know. It was okay. It definitely, I remember when it came out, like people were all about it. Oh, fuck yeah, movie of the year. But nobody's talking about it now. It like just faded from everybody's memory pretty quickly.
No, let these end of the year lists come, and the horror movie fans are gonna have it on there for sure.
Yeah, it won't be on mine. It's
might be on one of mine, Joe.
It wasn't bad. Like I said, it's I don't have a need to watch it ever again, but it's okay.
Yeah, no whitest kids, I'm good on this guy's movies from now on. Miss March or whatever the fuck comedy movie he made with old Trevor, that one was pretty fucking funny.
This is the guy that did Barbarian, right?
Yeah.
Because this was better than that, for sure.
I thought they were about the same. It's just goofy wooga booga bitches with, wet fart of an ending, so. Whatever. It's Parasite. I get it. Because they were watching that on TV, you see.
Mm-hmm.
And I understand. It's smart. It's a smart movie, Joe.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this. Can you shine some light on yourself so people can see you? Guess not. It's okay. What do I got on here? That was better for that second. There you go. So we'll continue the warming up stuff I'm not gonna clip of Vampiro, Angel, Devil, Hero, Vampiro. You ever heard of this dude, Joe?
Yeah, yeah, I've heard of him,
So,
and I've heard him.
oh shit, the music?
No, just him commentating. You know, he did a bit.
Oh, he
Did a.
was on Lucha Underground, right?
He was
Okay.
probably the worst part of Lucha Underground.
So, I know Vampiro from romping around with the Insane Clown Posse.
Mm.
That's about the extent of my Vampiro knowledge. But you ask other people, oh, you son of a bitch, he was the Hulk Hogan of Mexico. Well, was he? Because I heard the same shit about Conan.
Yeah.
And what the fuck about Santo? What's going on here? I think you fuckers are drinking.
Yep.
And I guess he was a bodyguard for Milli Vanilli. And he said, "Oh, míos Dios, Milli Vanilli, no singo." But he's a code switcher, Joe. The son of a bitch is Canadian. And
Mhm.
he's fucking out there talking like this, and shit's fucking crazy, dude. You see his family, like his mom and his sister, white as fuck because they're fucking Canadian. He goes to fucking Ireland to wrestle over there. Oh, and then he starts talking like this. What the fuck is this dude doing? So the documentary is just him going around the world wrestling for these different indies and around the world, around Mr. Whack, around Mr. Whack. So and then half of it is him starting his own promotion, and he's getting money from everywhere. New Japan Pro Wrestling, Jimmy's Wrestling Emporium, this guy who sells crack. So he's just getting money everywhere he can to start his own wrestling promotion. Spoiler alert, they have the one show and then fold. It's not very good, Joe. It's not edited well. It's not really a compelling story. It's not shot well. It starts off with fucking old Vampiro in New York City trying to join, or he has joined the Hells Angels, and he's learning so he can open up a chapter in Mexico City. So he's sitting there with old Curtis Lewa and just talking about, and then it's never brought up again. Like the end of the movie should have been, and he never did the Hells Angels shit in Mexico City. Ah, that was it. Just letting you know. And he's sitting there all stoic in his stupid little hat and shit. Uh, this just wasn't a well-made documentary. And then I was, whatever I was doing, painting, sticking my finger in my penis, whatever. And then another movie started playing. And it was another Vampiro documentary. And I said, well, I'm not going to fucking watch this right now. I'll watch this next week so I don't get it confused with this one. So tune in next week to hear about the second Vampiro documentary. I can't see it being worse.
So did this guy like have like some drug issues, or am I just thinking that because of the shitty tattoos he's got and everything?
I mean, he was talking about like how he was robbing pimps and shit. I can't say that. I was gonna say I can't see you being a wrestler and not having drug issues, but I mean, there's people who don't. It's just the loud minority, I guess you can say. Um, Seeing as how he was in the music scene, I would have to assume he smoked a pot or two.
Yeah.
But I don't know the Canadian. Maybe he didn't. That shit's so crazy. As you said, you heard Conan on Lucha Underground doing commentary. Canadian fucking kid, bleach blonde hair. They used to call him Billy Idol. My name's Vampiro, super unknown hero. Fuck you. God damn, I thought that dude was cool because he was fucking hanging out with ICP.
He's just appropriating.
Yeah, boy, I'll say. What a dickhead I am. Fuck.
They call it kayfabe. Tom continued going through all the haunts be ours. Whoa. And this time I watched a movie that I never wanted to watch. This is something I would see in the video stores all the time, and it had like the shittiest cover. You know, it was a guy with a guitar. He's holding a guitar, and there's like a giant vulture attacking him. And this is called The Legend of Hillbilly John. Have you seen this one?
No.
Are you familiar with that VHS cover?
No.
Okay. Yeah, that shit made it look so bad. And at that time, like I wouldn't, I guess it was pre-trauma, and I wasn't willing to appreciate, you know, thinking, oh, that looks shitty. Let me watch that. No, it was just like, man, that looks shitty. So yeah, it's next up on this set. So I threw it on. And it was originally titled, Tom, Who Fears the Devil? Because it's based on a series of stories by what the fuck's his Manly Wade Wellman. That's the guy's name. And he was a writer that did shit for Weird Tales, Amazing Stories, you know, shit like that. And he had this a recurring character in his short stories that was called Silver John. And that is who this movie is about. And it's it could be an anthology movie, but it's not. It's just like a series of stories all featuring Silver John, but it's one narrative. So the movie starts out with a song that Silver John, he plays the guitar, Tom. And he's a folk singer, you know. And the song that it starts out with is a banger. It's pretty fucking good. You know, they play it several times, you know, and you're like, yeah, the more you hear it, the more you know it, you like it.
Well, how does it go?
It's raining in the valley and the river's on the rise. And then something about the devil needs a place to hide and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so Silver John's out with his chick. They're out in the woods doing a little fucking. He's giving her a little deflowering, you know. And the Appalachian people are throwing a party, and then there's like, oh man, there's so much noise, it's ruining their party. And they go out, and it's like, what's going on here? And there's like all kinds of construction equipment going on, and you know, an old Silver John's grandpappy is mad, you know, it just like starts throwing rocks. Those, you know, just, oh, that's it. I'm gonna defy the devil. I'm gonna defy him because that's the devil's work right there. It's a big thing to openly defy the devil, you know, and but it's okay. He's got a little trick up his sleeve, Tom. He's gonna melt down some coins so he can make silver strings for his guitar. Because we all know that the forces of evil cannot stand pure silver.
But silver's a very soft metal.
hey, I don't care which way it swings. You know, gay, straight, fine. You know, well, the thing is, and you're right, because coins, the ones he, melts down from the U.S. Mint and shit, they're not made out of silver. So, yeah, his Defiant didn't work. The devil kicks his ass real quick. And, old Silver John, well, he's not Silver John at this point. He's just John.
Nickel Jimmy.
Troubadour John, traveling John, singing John. He said, well, I'm going to have to take up old Grandpappy's cause and be a defier, just walk around defying the devil. But first, I got to get some silver strings on my guitar. So he gets a diviner. You know what a diviner is, right, Tom? One of those guys with the little sticks, except this guy doesn't go after water and shit. He's finding silver.
I thought you were going to say, no, Tom. He's finding devils with that stick.
Well, he does. He finds some silver and, well, melt it down, make some strings, but he doesn't know. Is it pure silver? He won't know until he fights his first devil. And he goes through a series of encounters, Tom, and, fighting and encountering the forces of evil. And I fucking liked this movie a whole lot. I thought this was some really good shit. There's all kinds of folklore and stuff in this. There's a lot of songs. At one point, it gets real hippie-ish, and maybe the last story they could have done without, but I dug it and I recommend it. And I don't know if they're going to release this one on its own or not after this has been out for a year, but if they do, fuck yeah. And you don't want to invest in this set, get that.
No, you do want to invest in the set and support the fine folks at Severin.
I'm talking about you because we know how you are.
You think I'm going to like this movie?
Downloading Tom. It's got some stop motion,
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Got about 3 minutes of stop motion animal shit on there. And so I just finished this movie right before we started recordings, but I glanced at the menu to see what the special features were. And one of them was David Drake talks about Manly Wade Wellman, which is an odd choice. David Drake, he writes science fiction and fantasy shit, so I don't know.
Sounds like a missed opportunity to call that special feature Mandrake.
Right? The Manly Talk, or David Drake on Manly.
Mandrake.
Yeah. There's another one with some occult author talking about all the folklore that's in the movie, so I'll watch that one. There's an alternate opening. Okay, gotta watch.
That's the butthole.
An interview with the guy that played the lead, and I guess he actually did all the singing in it. So that one, if it doesn't start off, right away, if he sounds real dumb, then no, I'll turn it off. But yeah, I was pleasantly surprised with this movie that I've managed to avoid until I was 50, whatever I am now.
Let me ask you this. How do you think the people who thought, oh, look at this weird cover, this is going to be, hey, how do you think they felt when they took it home? Do you think they were disappointed because it didn't reflect the cover?
I don't know, man. I mean, I liked it, and
But you see, you thought the cover was so appalling. So do you think it went the opposite way? It's like, oh, wow, look at this badass cover. What the fuck was that?
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say. Because my opinion on it is probably differing from a bunch of people that still watch it. They probably think it's going to be fucking stupid. But I didn't think it was stupid.
Well, when I look up the images and do all the secondary editing I got to do for this, I will look up a trailer and say, why would he think that I want to watch this shit?
Oh no, I totally hate it, Tom.
Why did you tell me to go buy the fucking Blu-ray if
I
they
was
release it?
our general audience.
But you said the stop motion.
Well, because you would want to support our fine friends at Severin. Yeah, I dug it.
Good.
If I could go back to 1977 and we had our podcast then, this would make a list.
It would probably hear background noise of if we had it back then.
Oh, would that be that giant vulture?
No, it was the vinyl crackling. I'll work on my sound effects. Joe?
A behinder, that's what they call the bird.
That's what they call you.
I thought, yeah.
Joe?
Hey.
2025. It's a year of movies.
Love this year.
This year was very sad and not how I wanted it to go.
Mediocre.
I would say it was less than mediocre, Joe. I didn't catch a whole lot of wins this year, but hey, if I didn't, it would be odd. Anyways, 2025, the year of our Lord, the year of cinema. Cinema. Joe, I watched the hit motion picture Seeds. Have you heard of it?
No.
Well, Joe, I guess you're not a true fan of the reservation dogs like you claim to be.
Maybe, Tom.
Maybe. Because when you watch that show, you're just like, I fucking love it.
But
it's so funny. This is a great show.
I've been watching that show with Ethan Hawke that I can't remember the name of, which is done by the same people that did that show.
Corner Gas.
Because I follow their shows, Tom, not their movies. Different thing altogether.
Is it better than the show? I don't know. I never seen the fucking show. Anyways, Joe Seeds, you haven't heard of it, but this one is about a lady trying to be an influencer, and she gets a sponsorship from whatever this version of Monsanto is. So they're going to give her all this swag, give her these fucking seeds and say, you make videos promoting our shit and we'll give you all this money. And she says, oh, that's fucking great. That's what I wanted to do. But then she gets a call from the reservation. And it's her cousin saying, hey, you got to come back. I want to go get drunk and high in the woods. And my mom, your aunt, she's going to leave the house. So we need you to come back from whatever the fuck you're doing and watch the house. Because like I said, I'm going to go in the fucking woods and drink and smoke weed and shit. Oh, fine. So her and her ugly ass cat pack up and head back to the res, Joe. When she shows up, there's a fucking white in the auto body shop getting his car fixed, and he's just staring her down all evil and white-like. And he's like, hey, who's that? And then the native fellow who's working at the automotive thing, oh, you don't want to mess with her. She's great. That's somebody we need on our team. What do you mean? Our team. So the fucking cousin picks her up, says, hey, look, this one spot in the fucking middle of the woods in this deer stand. You can get your Wi-Fi signal so you can upload your little videos or whatever. But hey, your aunt's fucking gone. She's on the beach fucking and sucking, getting drunk and shit. I'm about to get all liquored up and go out into the fucking woods and fish or some shit. So stay here, watch the stuff, and hey, make sure nobody steals these seeds that are so fucking pure. They've been passed down from generation to generation. If all hell breaks loose, we're gonna have these seeds to grow pure produce. Fucking white guy, he wants those seeds, Joe, because he works for Monsanto. It's an all-out war for those seeds in the hit motion picture Seeds. It was all right. It had its moments. Oh, clear cuts in it
How
to
many
be
followers did she get by the end of it?
how many what?
Followers.
A lot, I think.
She's an influencer, you see.
Yeah, they were going up. Like, oh yeah, great. Look at her. She has seeds or shit.
Does it do anything they do where you see all the, the chat?
She just kind of puts a seed in a pot and like then all these hearts start popping up on screen.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Yep. So that happens. So old Graham Greene shows up in this. He's like the host of a TV show she watches, and he ends up being like her spirit animal, guiding her through the trials and tribulations of this situation. And spoiler alert, at the end, she ties this white guy up. And she is like, I learned this in that Graham Greene movie, Clear Cut. It's called Debarking. She goes and does that shit. And then the best part of the fucking movie happens where you don't really see. She fucking cuts this guy open, rips his fucking heart out. You don't see it. But then her boyfriend and her cousin roll up to figure, oh, she's in trouble. What's going on? This bitch is there just covered in fucking blood, holding this fucking heart. She's going, "Arr!" Like that's not the most offensive fucking thing in 2025. And I laughed and clapped and said, God damn, that was fucking awesome. If only the whole movie was that shit. Just her like running around scalping motherfuckers and shit would have been awesome. As it was all right. Pretty much a modern take on Clear Cut, even though the movie's telling you that. But it was all right. I think you might like it. You might be like, "Oh, I know that person. I know that person. Oh, I can't believe they're doing this." I guess maybe the lady from or the girl from Reservation Dogs, if she's a main character, she like wrote and directed this. Which one? I don't know. One of them. I've never seen the show. But it was okay and worth checking out. Just it was okay. It was okay. That's not it, Joe. I also watched a 2025 movie called the fuck was this called? The 2025 movie called
Chinese Ghost Story.
No, there was only 3. Beast of War, Joe.
Beast of War.
This is an Australian war movie.
Based on a video game?
Based on actual events. Directed by the bloke who made Wormwood. Hold on, Joe. Hold on. Also made the movie Sting, which you said that you liked.
I did like that one. Let me write this shit down.
So it's World War II, and we're following a new group of recruits in the Australian army, and they're training and shit. They're getting yelled at. Oh, you bastards! Do this and that, bastards, 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 blokes and mates. All you got out there is your mates, you fuck. So they're shipped off. They're in a fucking boat, and oh my goblin, their boat gets fucking blowed up. I can't believe it. So the few survivors, they climb aboard a piece of floating fucking metal, and oh my goblin, Joe, there is a pissed off fucking shark in those waters who has a fucking emergency siren stuck in their fucking fin, and it's pissed off because this shark very anti-piercing. This shark lives by the motto punk is dead and doesn't want that stupid fucking metal shit on him. So he's pretty pissed off, or she. I think they say it's a she. So this lady shark, very pissed off and very hungry. Who will survive and what will be left of them? Find out in the new 2025 movie, Beast of War. It's pretty good, Joe. Pretty good. You know, it's another one of these, oh, we're stuck in the water and there's a shark movie. You can only do so much with it, but it was good. There was more gore than I thought. The shark looks cool. Doesn't look like a realistic shark. It looks like Greg Capullo designed it. But still, it doesn't mean it doesn't look cool. Maybe it looks better than a realistic shark for this situation. But yeah, it's pretty funny. It's pretty tense. I laughed out loud a few times for sure. Like they've been out there days, and someone brings up, "Oh, I heard if you drink your own piss, you can survive a little bit longer." So the guy gets up. Oh, look at all this little bit of dehydrated piss I got here. But fuck it, I want to live. So he drinks his own piss. And then all the other guys are just like, oh, fuck. Well, I guess we all gotta drink our own piss too. So they're all lining up, pissing in these magic canteens that just happen to float by the wreckage, I guess. So they're lined up drinking their own piss. As soon as they fucking get that last drop down, it starts raining. Fucking terrific. I had a good laugh at that shit. So I thought it was pretty good. Maybe it'll make a list. Hasn't been a fucking great year for movies, in my opinion. So, hey, maybe I'll bring it back up in a couple weeks. Beast of War definitely made me want to add Sting to the fucking list and see how that one plays out. Because I remember you telling me to check it out, and I didn't because I'm gonna see you next Tuesday.
I thought
As you see,
didn't like it.
Sting?
Yeah.
No, I didn't watch it.
All right.
Did that come out this year? Or
No.
was that last year?
Like last year or the year
Was it?
before, maybe. I don't know.
It all blends together.
It does.
I'll look it up. If it happened to be this year, I'll give it a shot. Because I don't have much left for 2025 movies on the list. Because as I said, it wasn't a great. If Special Needs Revolt is probably going to get an honorable mention, I don't know what the fuck to say about this year. Joe, you know, I'm not fucking a big Guillermo fan, but gosh darn it, Frankenstein blew me away. Shot so well, so beautiful.
Yeah, maybe I'll be watching that in the next few days or so. I don't know, Tom.
I mean, you have to. You're a Frankenstein guy.
Yeah, I'm afraid I have to watch it, so we'll see. We'll see what I think. I just I don't have much faith in the guy, and he used to be a very humble individual, and he is not anymore.
Yeah, I have no interest in this. But surprisingly, not to sound like a queer or anything, but I saw that trailer for The Bride, and I was like, "Hey, that looks all right. Maybe I'll watch this shit."
That one I do want to watch, which is odd, yeah, because but it, I've got more. I guess I want to watch that one more than the Guillermo del Toro Frankenstein for sure. I do want to watch The Long Walk still. Hopefully, it's not an Abraham's Boys situation. That I'm just pissed and upset with the whole fucking thing.
Yeah, I don't have much. I'm gonna watch Friendship because people are saying that's the funniest movie of the year. All right, we'll see. I'm gonna watch that Brute whatever because I had it on the list. I was like, I don't give a fuck. But then they added it to Tubi, and I got nothing else to watch. But other than that, I don't think I have shit. Man, the last couple years have been all right, but this one, that's not so much.
Yeah, I don't know.
But Joe, you can always count on the Hallmark Channel to roll out the red carpet for their big Christmas movie. And this year, the year of our Lord 2025, the big Christmas movie was She's Making a List, starring your boy,
Danica
Lacey Chabert.
Winnie Cooper from the Wonder Years, is she in
She's
this?
not in this one.
No.
I think this hoe was in Mean Girls.
Melissa Joan Hart.
Melissa Joan Hart is in Hallmark movies,
A lot of them.
but not in this one.
Okay.
So in this one, old Lacey plays a spy for Santa. So Santa outsourced the naughty or nice list, and there's a bunch of spies that go out into the wild and stalk children.
That is wild.
Just so happens, Joe, the child she's stalking falls in love with the father. But you're not supposed to get involved.
Oh, no.
She gonna choose her job or love? Find out in the hit motion picture. She's making a list. It's crazy that Hallmark Channel out of fucking everybody put out an anti-AI movie because this fucking company she works for, they're gonna start a fucking algorithm to just fucking mainline all this shit and make everybody's job easier. But Joe, you need that fucking human connection so you can find out what the problem is. Maybe they're not naughty and we're just not seeing the whole picture. The algorithm won't pick that shit the fuck up, Joe. Hallmark Channel. Can't believe it. Sure, I wouldn't fucking recommend this to anybody who wasn't watching it with their mom or who wasn't gay, but it was very average for a Hallmark movie, which I guess is pretty good. It's crazy what they could accomplish if they just try. I guess they thrive on these Christmas movies, and this was their big one for the year, so they just put in a little more minimal effort, and it was just like, "Oh, well, that was alright." Like, I had a genuine laugh, Joe. A joke in this movie actually made me laugh. Like, this dude is a food critic, and he would just go wild and just say things no matter how slanderous it was just to get a reaction. And
This is the guy that she falls for?
yes,
Okay.
and the stuff he says about people's businesses have consequences. So now he's saying, you know what, I'm gonna go help these businesses turn things around because he's so full of himself, I guess. So he's helping this guy fucking like rebrand his pizza place. And he said something like, "Hey, how about we call your fucking pizza place Sips and Slices?" I don't know about that. That sounds a little frou-frou. I was like, oh shit. They just said the other F word in a Hallmark movie. All right. This just went from bullshit to average.
The double gay F word.
Yeah, dude. So
Okay.
I'm besides that, I mean, still they got an actual genuine honest laugh about an actual joke that they wrote. So best Hallmark movie ever? I don't know. Fucking Hercules slapped that little Indian kid in the last one I watched, so it's kind of a balancing act, but oh, it's just fucking crazy because that piece of shit fucking Halloween movie ended with that dickhead getting a letter like, "Oh, I was accepted into Santa Claus school." So why wasn't that the big movie you fucking released for Christmas, you idiots? We're gonna save that for next year. Keep them waiting.
And you'll watch.
Joe,
Watch.
I'll say this. I hope circumstances line up to where I will watch it next year. That would be what people would call a Christmas miracle.
All right.
And that is highly depressing if you understand what I'm saying. And that's why we laugh.
Mm.
Cheers to me. Mm. Oh, fuck life in the butt there, Joe. You don't have any more movies, right?
Do not.
Well, I do, Joe. I have what is Joe. Let me catch my fucking thoughts. I watched a movie that has become an instant holiday classic at the old Martino hellhole, and that is The Grinch That Stole Bitches. Have you heard of this?
I have not, but I'd watch it.
Joe, you should watch it because it's fucking terrific. In this one, the Grinch is released from Fulton County Prison in old Hotlanta. He's got two things on his mind: fucking up Santa Claus, getting rid of this Christmas shit, getting his dick wet. So that's what he does, Joe. He goes and he's gonna rob old Santa Claus. But Mrs. Claus is there. And she says, word I can't say. How about fuck this word I can't say, and I'm going to go with you and live with you and suck your dick and all this shit. And the Grinch is like, yeah. So they go back to the Grinch's house and do a lot of comedic fucking. And then she says, you know what? You want to get back at Santa, you got to kidnap all these moms. So then they won't be able to have they won't be able to do mom shit. And the kids will be wild. So that ruins Christmas, right? Sure. So then the next 5 minutes or so, they're just fucking going around kidnapping all these hood rats. The Grinch is throwing them over his shoulder, clearly grabbing their butt cheeks. Shit. And then he brings them back to the house, fucks them all, teaches them to have class and respect for themselves. Let them know that they're worth the shit and their mans don't respect them none.
Mm.
And then the mob of, husbands with kidnapped wives all get together in cult robes to fucking go attack the fucking Grinch with Santa Claus, Black Santa Claus leading them. And they all learn to live, laugh, love their Joe. This movie had me fucking laughing my fucking balls off. There was only one spot where I was like, well, I guess this ran its course, and then the next scene had me back rolling again. The only thing I really didn't care for in this movie, and maybe it's like something from the Grinch for real, but every so often the Grinch will just kind of go like he's doing some weird animal twitch or something. It's like, we probably could have fucked off with that shit, but whatever. It just adds to the entertainment value, I guess. Like, what the fuck is this guy doing this shit? But other than that, Joe, it's it's a bunch of Atlanta's finest talking at each other how you would expect them to. This movie was only concerned about being entertaining. Sure, it's a low budget movie. Sure, it was made by just a bunch of friends, and the costumes are what they are, and the acting is what it is. But they were trying. The heart shows. They were trying to be funny. And there's a thing where he's going out of prison and he's fucking walking, and then the camera turns around and the shot turns upside down and he's fucking walking away. I was like, holy shit. What the fuck is this shot doing in this fucking aerial footage of fucking Atlanta movie? This is crazy. Are we going to get more of this shit in the movie? No, but it was commendable that was fucking in there. But yeah, Joe, watch the shit. It's got the nudity. It's got the fucking wild. They were going for it. The shit's called The Grinch Stole Bitches. It wasn't the fucking women stealing Grinch or whatever the fuck. So they're going for it. It's fucking funny. And I will definitely check out the next movie director's name puts out if they put out another movie. But yeah, it's going to become a holiday classic around these here parts, young Joseph.
Right.
Cheers to me. Let me ask you this. Fuck! Let me ask you this, because I forgot to read it. Spider-Man up to this week. Sorry, Joe. I got a lot going on here.
Well, I'll tell you this, Tom. Last time we saw that, hey, maybe the Black Fox killed that fence that he was going to. Nah, why would he do that? That was his buddy, you know? It was this guy named Chance. Check this fucker out. You know, he's got a helmet that lets him see behind his head, Tom. And, well, the thing with this guy, Tom, is he doesn't, like, he's an assassin. But if he takes a job, it's not like, well, you don't have to pay me this much. I bet you I can do it. And if I do it, then you got to pay me. And it's double or nothing that I can kill Spider-Mans. So, hey, finds another fence and that golden notebook to sell. And I said, yeah, I give you 3,000. 3,000? Yeah, it's worth what? Take it or leave it, you dumb fucking punk. And he does, because Peter Parker's just a bitch. And he uses that money, Tom, to pay Nathan Lebowski's hospital bills. Oh, fuck. What else happened there? I don't know. He fights Chance, and that's it. And then in Spectacular Spider-Man's, it is a fill-in issue. And this guy breaks into Peter Parker's apartment and steals a package that Spider-Man has in there. What's in that package? the red and blue Spider-Man suits and the fucking web shooters, and this guy just starts going around and stealing shit, dressed as Spider-Man's, and but he gets his ass kicked real quick, and the corrupt cop tells him, "Hey, Spider-Man's,
you can just say a cop."
You know, yeah, it's redundant, but but everything works out in the end, and it's some shitty stuff. But
sorry, pig.
We get to this week's issue. Look at that. Oh shit, what is that monster there? What's going on here? It's the cry of the Wendigo.
That ain't the Wendigo.
Not, not Marvel's Wendigo, but this is a special issue, Tom. It's
the Wendigoon.
Mystery of the Hobgoblin deepens. It guest stars Daredevil, the Man Without Fear, and there's a shocking confrontation with the Kingpin.
Fuck.
Spider-Man's all like, fuck. Can't believe it was old Flash long. Hey, look at the paper, Flash Thompson, it can't be him. He's your friend. Why don't you go do it? Oh, fuck him, man. He picked on me. Then he gets a phone call. It's old Matt Murdock. He ain't doing so good because at this time the Born Again storyline was going on in his title, and he's all messed up. And
love Frank Miller.
Yeah. So yeah. Old fucking who wrote this shit?
You know what the fuck? Hey, that reminded me. Where the fuck's that Frank Miller documentary? American Hero or American some shit?
The greatest American writer in the world or something?
Yeah, wasn't that supposed to come out this year?
It did come out in theaters.
It's not on streaming or it.
So you got Spider-Man's confronts the Kingpin, and look at this panel here.
I like it. It's menacing.
That's John Romita Jr. So I know John Romita Jr. did this page. There's some good art in this shit.
Spider-Man's pose is a little weird. It kind of looks like crumpled laundry, but Kingpin look cool.
Yeah, a lot of this shit. So after Frank Miller did his shit, they're finally in Spider-Man writing the Kingpin as somebody you don't want to fuck with. Spider-Man goes over there and fucks with him, and ain't nothing you can do. What are you gonna do? Call the cops? What can you do to me? I'm not gonna hit you. I'm not gonna shoot you with a fucking stupid little swagger stick. It's good shit. And then there's a secondary story where somebody's kidnapped, and Spider-Man's
by the Grinch.
Spider-Man's has to save her and take her through the snow, even though he got his ass kicked and he's all dizzy. And she's telling him the story of a Wendigo that'll come get you if you fall asleep in the snow. So keep walking, Spider-Man. Keep walking.
Sounds like they should have put a shadowy picture of Kingpin on the cover.
Yeah.
With Spider-Man, like the back of him going.
Yeah. Overall, it's a good issue. The shit with the Kingpin is really, really good. So every once in a while, yeah, maybe I'll keep this one. Maybe I won't.
Excuse me. So coming out this weekend is Me 'Cause I'm Gay. Is a Corey Feldman documentary.
Another.
I guess this one, like a lady got access to shoot a documentary for Corey Feldman.
Is this produced by Corey Feldman?
No. So they edited it and Corey watched it, and I guess he was like, oh Christ, and separated himself from it, because I guess it's supposed to be wild ass shit that paints him in the light that he chose. So we'll see. The holiday season came, so I got a lot of those no rush reward points for digital credits on Amazon, as you know, we saw from the movie selection on this week's episode. Still got about $20 more, Joe. I think I got enough to rent this $3 documentary.
Well, I might have a few bucks in there myself, so maybe I'll watch it too.
All right, it is a 2025 movie after all.
And old Corey does have a history on this show.
Just remember to save the old receipt so you can write it off.
Of course.
All right. Well, Joe, this next movie, I was shocked when you said, Thomas, we're going to watch this. I was like, hey, I've been meaning to watch this for years, and now I'm going to be able to fucking watch it. That's great. So, Joe, what the hell we watch this week?
Well, Thomas, we're watching the holiday classic, Don't Open Till Christmas. Have you heard of this one?
Oi, just said I did, Dick.
Yes. For years and years, I have also tried to make time to watch this cinematic relic. And yeah, I finally did. Yeah, it's a holiday one I haven't seen.
What the fuck happened to the exit?
And we'll see what it's all about. Hey, I'm no fucking... All right.
Come on now, Mr. Lithgow.
This is... Well, shit. It's about a guy that's going around killing Santa Clauses. And the first one he kills, Tom, this guy's going up to do a musical number, stand-up act. I don't remember what. But our killer very offensively chunks a spear through his head. Tom kills him that way. Oh, shit. Okay, now let's focus on this guy, this Santa Claus's daughter.
Was it a spear? Wasn't there something where he blew like a party horn out? Wasn't that the guy at the club? Like fucking the guy hit him with something and then the party horn went out? Was that the
blowing the party horn and then the spear goes through his mouth?
Okay.
Yeah. So our killer here doesn't just use one weapon like those blokes over the pond in the US, you know, that just use a machete or something like that. No, this guy, this killer is very diverse with his killing weapons, Tom. And, you know, yes, he prefers a straight razor once in a while, but he'll do whatever, you know.
Down for whatever.
He's going around killing Santa Clauses, Tom. Not the real Santa Claus, but people that are dressed as Santa Claus. And, well, shit, old New Scotland Yard is on the case, Tom. We know this because every time there's a scene that takes place in New Scotland Yard, we see the New Scotland Yard sign. You know, let's eat up a few seconds with this sign. Let's show this every fucking time to establish. Kind of like in a comic book when they say, meanwhile, you know, at the Daily Bugle. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much what I like this fucking movie. I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was really funny, Tom. Yes, there's some things that I don't know if you're gay, even though these are at gay, you may find it funny. If you're somebody that calls yourself an ally, you won't find it funny at all. You'll be very offended. What?
And why is that? Just because I don't remember?
Let's see. There's a scene where our main character, this chick, you know, the daughter of the first guy that's killed, somehow she's the focus of everything, and the cops are like going to her. Maybe her boyfriend is a suspect. Maybe the cop is a suspect. Maybe this reporter is a suspect, you know, because they're all kind of weird and quirky. Well, her boyfriend takes her to her boyfriend also, Tom, is a flutist. He's a street corner flutist, you know?
Probably French.
Yeah. They go over to see a buddy of his, and what he does is take pictures of birds with their clothes off, Tom. You know, birds, of course, is what they call young ladies in merry old England. And, well,
instead of calling them bitches like we do here.
right, in the U.S. of A.
God's country.
Well, I mean, he was, I guess, hoping to do like some orgy stuff or some,
Well, who isn't?
woman swapping. But his girlfriend, no, I'm not having any of that. She leaves. He sticks around.
Because the other bitch was down.
The other bitch is, dressed kind of in a Santa jacket and hat, but, with no, undergarments on.
No, she did.
Oh, she did. He takes her outside, and they're like getting a little close, and then the old bobbies are around the corner, and he just says, "Oh, we got to get out of here. They're gonna think we're a couple of gay F words." And
That's right. Okay. That part had me laughing too, Joe.
yeah,
That was a long way to go just to explain what you were talking about, but that's okay.
I'm trying, because they maybe haven't seen it, Tom. This show's not for fucking you.
That should be because I'm the only one watching.
They have, they're coming to hear us talk about the movie, and I just fucking, and I care about what these people think about the movie, Tom.
So
that scene had me cracking the fuck up.
So why did he think they would be gay if he was kissing like a half-naked woman?
I don't know.
Okay, so
what was going on in England at the time,
Do you know this movie had problems? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you choke, but are you aware that this movie had production issues?
It looks like it had production issues, but they played it off really well. There's a scene in like a House of Horrors type shit that's really cool. Like, I want to go tour that fucking place,
Okay, so from what I can remember, one of the directors left for some reason. You could have been, oh fuck, whatever. This is fuck me. And then another guy came out and was like, let's make porno. So you have like this just trying to be a normal slasher movie, and then you got all this nakedness and whacking off in booths and shit. So it's a weird clash of movies that, for the most part, it works. It's flows together, but it was two different movies that were being made. So when you know that, I think you can kind of see what was what and hey, wait a minute.
But the thing is, because of that, it works more as a slasher movie, at least what we in America consider a slasher movie, because you have to have the nudity, and the nudity in this movie I think is fairly nice. The kills and shit aren't. The kills are all kind of weak, but
there was one, like, I know exactly how they do it. That doesn't mean it wasn't affected, but a motherfucker gets stabbed and then just a blood explosion happens. And it was like, you guys are fucking lucky that was timed perfectly. Because it looks great. If it was like a second off and they pulled back in the, like, it would have been like, oh, we just see blood shooting out of the fucking knife now. But it was timed just right. Stab, pull out a little bit, and the blood shot out. And it's just all they did. You run a fucking tube, hook it up to a fire extinguisher, run the tube, hide it in your hand, do the thing. And then, all right, 3, 2, what? Pull back, and then you make sure the extinguisher's primed and all that, so it's ready to go. But it's like, yeah, pretty fucking cheap, but holy shit, did that work. And then what?
Yeah, and they also had the blade effect for the blade is cut into the person's head, and they're laying there.
Well, I mean, everybody knows that shit. But
good shit, Tom.
And then the guy gets his wiener cut off. I mean, you see that in every fucking independent movie now, but I'm sure at the time it was
Ow.
like, oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Like, I liked it. It was fun. It was entertaining enough. My only real gripes is I hate those stupid masks. Sure, it's translucent and makes it, but yeah, spray paint it white and it's just one of those stupid ass cornball looking fucking masks that every cheap slasher fucking movie has. And shit sucks. Get it out of here. And the music was fucking off. I get it. You want this to make like, oh, this is an old, creepy horror movie, but the music shouldn't sound like some shit that came out of a Universal monster movie fucking 30, 40 years ago.
Yeah, the music did suck. There was a lot of time spent on seeing what the city, Christmas looks like in Merry Old England,
Oh, speaking of Christmas, there's a scene in the mall or a department store where it says Santa and Paddington this way and has a little picture of Paddington. And I said, God damn, movie just won me over, boy. So yeah, 5 stars.
I think it's like I don't know that it'll become a holiday regular for me, but I'd watch this again at some point for sure. I mean, that's don't open till Christmas. Okay, maybe in a few Christmases from now, I will open this one up again.
Yeah, it was good. I liked it. Maybe Vinegar Syndrome will have some next summer sale, summer suck off sale, or whatever goofy shit they run. And if they have some left, I'll pick it up for whatever half off is, because I would be more interested to listen to a commentary or a documentary like, okay, so what actually happened with these directors and why did they leave and why did they bring in this guy to do something different? So there's a story there for sure. I'm interested in it. I just hope it's told well. But Vinegar Syndrome, when they make those talking head documentaries, they usually do a fucking good job of that shit. But whew, that's due, I would say, to the Red Shirt Pictures guy doing all that shit with Anchor Bay and, setting the template for the people to run while he walked, because he's a big fat guy and I don't think he does much running. But he's got a fucking Friday the 13th 9 documentary coming out, which
You're gonna say a Hawaiian shirt. So
no, he's got a Jason Goes to Hell documentary coming out that I am interested in seeing, because the Creep Show one he did was pretty good. And like I said, all his fucking documentaries before are the standard that people are fucking following now. So I also thought that was another one that was supposed to come out this fucking year. What's with all these documentaries not coming out?
fuck them.
Where's that Wings Hauser one? Oh yeah, I'm sure they added more and re-edited it because he died. So hopefully that one comes out next year, because I pre-ordered it. No, you didn't. You funded a Kickstarter, and that doesn't mean shit. It says they don't have to give you anything.
It don't. All right, make sure you got your receipt, Tom.
No, I mean, if the guy he made the Larry Cohen documentary, King Cohen, so I'm sure it's gonna come out. There was just a speed bump, I'm sure, with the death and all.
Oh yeah.
It would, I mean, I don't want to say that's good.
Speed bumps.
Hemorrhoids. Hey, that's one of those don't open no Christmas jokes. But no, that just shows they give a fuck to make a complete story now that they can. I guess that's a horrible thing to say, but that's the movie they're making. So, yep. Joe, next week.
Next week, folks, if you want to know what we're talking about
Fuck.
and get ahead of the game, we will be discussing the Karate Christmas Miracle.
Okay, Joe. I'll watch it again. I'll watch it again. It is funny.
Did you
But
just last year?
I don't think it was more than 3 years ago, but it could have. I don't think there's a video for it, but there are many videos on YouTube about it.
All right.
But it's that there's a very questionable element to this movie, and then it's where's the karate? I think there's a sequel with Gilbert Godfrey.
Up the following week, the wrestling Christmas Miracle.
That's the sequel with Gilbert Godfrey?
I don't know if he's in it or not. I've not seen them.
Okay, I think it is. I think it is. Well, I'm looking for fucking Rex, a dinosaur story. I've been looking at for the past couple Christmases. Nobody who's gonna watch this in time is gonna be like, "Oh yeah, I know where to fucking watch that. Here's a link, cocksucker." But
yeah, there's
maybe
I don't know what it's called. I think it's a French movie about a priest that takes into unhoused people. But I also can't find that one for free. That was like $4. Maybe I'll watch that though. We'll see.
But yeah, I don't even know what you're gonna think of this one. I don't know. I mean, I remember it being funny enough with that question. Do you know what this is about?
No.
Or you just saw it on like a weird fucking bad Christmas movie list?
Yeah, something like that, I think. Yeah,
okay.
These up a few weeks ago. This was one of the ones that popped up.
Yeah, I mean,
I would go to others, but they're on my phone, you see.
No, it's fine. It's just like I remember this one thing about this movie, and it's so out of place, and it's a fucking like key point of this movie. It's ridiculous that this is the thing, and it's just like, one, what the fuck are you doing? And two, why the fuck is this in this movie? So, can't wait to talk about that, Joe. Can't wait to talk about that. I hope you're a Batman fan. That's all I'll say. Burt Ward gets molested in this movie.
Them little shorts, man.
DWN. Oh, never mind.
You know.
What? Say that again?
That I'm not saying he was asking for it, but
I'm not even saying it happened. Some would call it a joke. Wink. DWNproductions.net. Masks, bust, props, custom work. I think I decided on a new web store or what I'm going to do about the web store. So I have a date on the calendar like, hey, these 3 days, they're blocked out. These are website days. You're fucking working on the website these times. Otherwise, you're not going to have a web store. So if you have nostalgia for what the web store is now, head on over to dwnproductions.net, see what you'd like there, and then send me a message and say, Thomas, I'm thinking about placing an order because I got nostalgia for this old web store. And I'll say, hey, I appreciate you. I'm not going to give you 33% off, but here's a mystery coupon. Go use it, and thank you. So there's that. And oh shit, I didn't even fucking ask. How did those fucking Jack F fucking shirts do it? Horror for the holidays.
yeah, like I guess all the people that were excited about that one
That sucks.
Yeah.
That's fucked up and that sucks. Fuck Austin.
Maybe Juan will do better with them. He has an event in a couple of weeks, so he took what was left of the pile, which was most of the pile. I don't know, man.
Yeah, that's ignorant as fuck. Fuck those people. What the fuck more do you want? Like, that's the Christmas horror movie.
Right, exactly.
No, it's Silent Night, Deadly Night too. It's Cramp. Okay, all right.
Yeah. Now that other one with just the big snowman hanging over the house, just like That one did fairly well.
And was that just, hey, Google?
Yeah.
That sucks. That fuck life, dude.
Mhm.
It's like, why even fucking try?
Yeah.
FastCustomShirts.com. Get your Jack F fucking shirt.
Yeah. And you know, as usually happens this time of year, we're not super slow, but we have slowed down a bit, and I would like to sustain some funds. So, you know, you need some Christmas shit. Order now, and we'll get it to you in time.
Well, let's hit up the chat. The only thing I remember, sorry everybody else, is JR said he got the stitches out on his hand. I hope the shit's fucking healing up well and you can go back to fucking whacking off your new dog sooner rather than later.
Oh, JR has so many pseudonyms, and I want, you know, it's
Why is he afraid to just be himself?
I don't know, you know, he is my favorite comic book writer, but I
It's
don't
know. JR.
Yeah, and then we got Zulabotomy Ilu Sane.
I think he's a Britney Spears fan by that name.
Yeah.
That was it. We got two. Better than nothing, Joe. I'll call it a win. One of these days. We need 4 more subscribers by the end of the year before I walk off the show.
All right. So nobody subscribe. Or just give it an old boy gob.
Thanks for checking out the show. We hope you dug it, baby. If so, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe and let us know down below. Support Tom and Joe by heading over to dwnproductions.net and FastCustomShirts.com. Until next time.